Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is my review for the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 6, Episode 16, Grand Reunion. The season finale is next week. I am happy, okay? Why do I feel like this season has been so long? We have all been waiting for Juan Dixon to get here, but he never showed up. But I'm like, this has been a long season, and I don't know why or whatnot. Okay, but y'all know first things first to do a couple of little things or whatever. Y'all know to subscribe to my channel. Okay, to become a whole Jaybird, because that's what we want y'all to do, to be Jaybirds around here. Y'all know to do all these things right here, like and comment and share and relax and send yourself and inhale and all these things. Do all these things at your leisure, okay? You can also follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner, okay? On everything. No more J_Lees_Corner. No. I am JayLeesCorner on all my social media platforms and on CashApp. Okay, so go ahead and do what you want to do anyway. But y'all know to like and subscribe. But I am here and stuff. Okay, let's move on to the episode. Okay, I do feel a little bit like this episode was a bit of a place filler, okay, just to fill some void of time. We didn't really need this episode all the way, but I guess they wanted to finish out the trip and then add some little nothings in here and there and everywhere and whatnot. So boom, the ladies, okay, the ladies, y'all know I'm gonna pop in and off screen because y'all know what I look like. Y'all see me all the time. I don't always have to be on screen, okay? But the cast of people. Now, we do know that it's the last day of the trip and everything, and Wendy wants to set up a whole catered, I think it's like a crab boil outside. She got a whole caterer to come out, even had people to come out to decorate and put the tables up and make a whole nice little outside. Look, it looks so pretty. Okay, the tables and the candles and the drinks and the all these things. This is my thing. That's cute in the daytime, but when it gets cold at night by that water, it was kind of cold outside, and I'm like, they all bundled up. I don't want to eat in the cold. I'm like, we could have did this inside. No, okay. Anyway, so we do see because it is so cold outside. G like, I'm gonna go in the house. Okay, I don't want to be out here because my bones are chattering. I'm gonna go in the house, baby. You stay out here, have a good time. I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay. Now everyone was sitting around, chit and chatting, have a good little time. Okay, we seen them as Wendy. If she talked to her mom, yes, I have. The kids are fine. They asked Eddie if he and his mom have reconnected at all, and Eddie surprisingly says yes. His mom did reach out to him. So the gate is a little bit open, which means the door is a little bit open, meaning eventually they could get on better terms, better footing, and a better relationship as mother and son. Because again, they had not talked since he and Wendy got married. But again, Wendy let them know, like, I just kind of encourage him to be open to whatever can be between him and his mom, whatever. So then G comes back outside, okay? And I'm like, what, G, what you doing, okay? And look, I feel like there was nothing wrong with G coming back outside. Okay, he's like, I'm gonna come back out here because I want to. Now, when sitting around or whatever, he brings up how, I'm happy to be here. Okay, I could be doing a whole lot of shit right now, but I'm here. Okay, I could be somewhere asleep. Okay, and he's laughing. Now, when he say that, I think either a scholar or Giselle bring up, oh, don't bring up a stick, ass, you gonna feel some kind of way because they was fussing on the bus earlier about G teasing her about being asleep. Okay, but I feel like G wasn't saying that to be funny to Ashley. I think he really might want to be somewhere else, sleep. Okay, that made this be what he want because look, it's cold. Okay, it's late. He probably do want to nap some damn where. Okay, but after then, so when you wouldn't let me sleep on the bus because G was like, "What you talking about? What you mean?" I do think G was jokingly trying to make it be funny and not be a big thing. I don't think G meant any harm in his sleeping joke. I think people, not people. I think Ashley has an issue with him. I don't know why because I do feel like if her husband was there, she would not be making such a fuss about G. I'm like, do you miss your husband, your babies? What's going on? Because it felt like teen too much. Now when Ashley brought up how she was upset because you was cracking jokes or whatever, and you like what? Cracking jokes? Who, me? When? And I'm like, clearly he's being funny. Clearly he's trying to like lighten the load or whatever. But Ashley was like, no, 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 no. Let me make shit work. Okay. She then said, you got amnesia? Okay, you got Alzheimer's? I'm like, no, no, don't do that. Not because, people should be off limits or things should not be said. But I just feel like um I do I think she meant something by it? No. But I also feel like Ashley sometimes just shut the fuck up. Like there was no need to go there because you're gonna go there and then when somebody retaliates against you or says something back, you're gonna say, I didn't mean it that way. I'm not an ageist. I'm not an ageist because Mia had a good point. Mia was like, that's not cool. You should not say that because again, Alzheimer's is an actual disease that people get and can die from, okay, as it progresses. Whereas amnesia, which she said at first, it's like, you just forget shit and it's two different things. Um, but me like that's not cool. I'm saying for one because it's a real issue that people have, and two, you got an old ass man too. So why is your old ass man? You know what I'm saying? Does he have Alzheimer's? So again, the whole back and forth with all, and I feel like them all sitting around here in the scene or whatever. We see, it's like Ashley is going back and forth with me a little bit, going back and forth with G. We see Robin sitting there and bored because she ain't never doing anything, and she just wishing that Juan Dixon was here. And for the first time, I think Giselle possibly didn't have anything to do with this fight going on. And Ashley's like, I'm not an ace. I would say that to you too, me. I'm like, yeah, but you don't have to. Sometimes I do. Ashley do just. She makes things more of an issue than what they were. And G, like, look, if I hurt your feelings, I do apologize, but I'm not sorry for what I said. But I'm sorry if if you were hurt by it. You know what I'm saying? He like, we can't like joke and have fun. And I agree. Is G a horny old man? Yes. Yes, he is. Okay. Is he over the top sometimes? Yes. Yes, he is. But I do feel like in this moment he wasn't being that. And he was asking a good question. Can't we joke and just have fun sometimes? I mean, fuck, all I said was I could be asleep. Okay, what's the big deal? And so when after then said, well, if you're not sorry, like what you said, like I don't need your apology. And then Mia, like, you just shouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? You should not say that he has that. And then Ashley, Ashley asked me, do you have selective hearing? I'm like, why are y'all going back? I'm like, please all shut up. And when Mia then said, girl, where's your husband? Like, where's your husband? He's at home with my kids. Are you sure? Are you sure? I was like, bitch. Mia is one thing if she's not another thing, if she gonna get you together and just kind of read you a little bit, okay? Mia is shady, but I feel like in this moment she's like, I'm gonna go back and forth with you because you going at my husband. Now I do feel like it was just funny. Are you sure? And Eric was like, oh, is you sure? Is that where he is? Because we don't know. Michael can always be anywhere. And then when G then said, do you need a hug, Ashley? Do you need a hug? Now, she ended up getting a hug from Robin. But I mean, when Mia then said she needs some dick, okay, a big black dick, okay, she should try it. I said, oh, she needs a big black dick. Oh, Mia be having them come back too, and even seeing Candace say how Mia she gonna get, I'm gonna sit back and eat my food, but she gonna get it together. I'm telling y'all, Candace, when she's not being a raging child, she can be a cool person. Her and Mia could be kind of cool too. It was fun. Okay, it was fun. A big black dick. I say, honey, let them know. Now we do see like when when Mia and G went in the house and G was saying to Mia, you don't have to defend me the same way I don't have to defend you. I don't mind a husband defending their wife or vice versa. So sometimes it is weird to hear them have those kind of conversations, but I do think they both feel like they can handle their own and they don't ever want someone else to feel like they're ganging up on that person. But I seen no issue with me getting his ass together. Because again, you coming at my husband for no real like he didn't really do shit besides it was a fucking joke about you and things. So girl, let me fucking be. Now we do see Eddie and them walking up. I forgot I had that because it was going back and forth. Okay, boom and boom. But we do see Ashley, not Ashley, girl, Wendy and Eddie and Karen pop up with a cake. I was like, girl, now we know that Karen and Ray are celebrating their 25-year anniversary for their wedding. And so Ray said how he always wanted a woman to pop up out of cake naked. Now Karen wasn't naked, okay, and I'm like, I'm happy she was not because we don't want to see Karen naked because That's that lady's that's the man's wife. Okay. I feel like, we don't need to see people on these shows naked. Okay, let them be naked in their life, be that be. But she popped about the cake. Okay, anyway. Now we do see each lady get an invitation to Karen's and Ray's vow renewal. Now Karen told them, when you get your invitation, open it outside. Okay. She told them verbatim, do not open it in the house. Why? Because it had butterflies in it. Now some of the butterflies were alive, some of them were dead. Okay, some of them were definitely some dead butterflies. But again, it was cute nonetheless. I look, don't send flying things to my house. Okay, if you want to invite me somewhere, send me a text. Okay, you can mail it to me. I don't need you to. I don't want to open a box where any kind of insects or bug, or even a beautiful butterfly. I don't want to be around that. Leave me be, Karen. Okay. Now we do see a conversation going on between G and Mia. Okay, once they are back home. Now, it was also their 8-year wedding anniversary. And so when they left the trip, they were going to have like a 2-day staycation. Okay, they'll be kind of close, but at home. And Mia's mom was going to watch the children. Now, they both say how, a situation happened. Because after they left the kids with the mom or whatever, the mom still started blowing up Mia's phone, calling, because as they say, mama couldn't figure out what she wanted to feed the kids. I say, what the fuck did they eat the past couple days? Like, feed them the same shit you fed them when we were on a trip. Like, it's the same. It's like what have they not ate this whole time? It's like that is a weird reason to. That was weird because you've been feeding them the whole time. So I do feel like it was something else going on. Now Gordon brings up how, because she kept calling Mia and it was interrupting their vacation, he did say, "Hey, can you just figure out what you want to feed the kids and stop calling Mia over this particular issue? Because what you keep calling them for, okay?" Grandma then told him, "Well, these are your kids too, okay?" Another phone. So that was no issue, but Mia and G ended up coming back home 2 hours after they left because, as she say, the calls were very distracting for one, and she realized her mom was overwhelmed, and so they came back because, like, my mom, when she was upset, she leaves, okay, 'cause she did that with me, and so I did not want my kids to see my mom leave them. So I had to come back to just handle that. But again, once they got there, G and her mama was still fussing back and forth in front of the children, and they bring up how their kids are not used to seeing that. And Mia thing was, this is something I always try to protect my kids from seeing this side of my mom because this is what she would do with me. So I feel a couple different ways. I feel like it's a good thing that me recognize her mom was overwhelmed. Um, but I also think it's weird for her mom to be like, what should the kids eat? The same thing you've been feeding them, mama. Like, it's not a big issue. And if mama was overwhelmed, why did you agree to watch the kids for 2 more days? So I mean, honey, we're gonna see. But Mia wants to not give up on building a better bond with her mom. Even though her and G get into, a heated argument, hasn't made anything better. Okay. And I think G said to her, "I don't want you to not fix things. I don't want you to say anything crazy against your mom." So it do show that he gives a fuck, but at the same time, maybe it's one of their alone time. You're get a regular babysitter. So we see Giselle and the girls walking around the little flower shop trying to get roses or flowers or whatever from the front yard. But Giselle ain't freaking shit cute. Now, to me, we know Giselle daughters always read her for filth. Okay? Come hook a crook, they're going to read her for filth. And while sitting around talking or whatever, she brings up, how do y'all feel about me dating and whatnot? Okay? And like, Mom, we just don't want you to die alone. Okay? Because you're pretty lonely. So we don't mind you dating because, again, we don't want you to be here by yourself, okay? And when Giselle brings up, "Well, I'm not gonna die alone because I'm casually dating right now," okay? Even though she does not want a relationship, and the girl's gonna say she just bored. She don't really want she just bored, and I don't know why. So that's on her, whatever. But when the producers ask her, "Oh, so you're dating?" She's like, "Well, yeah." "Oh, what's his name? Who is it?" "I'm not. It's that's none of your business." I'm like, "Cause you ain't dating them." I don't believe Giselle is actively dating. I think Giselle probably has conversations with people because, like the girl said, she's bored. She's not really dating at all. But I'm gonna leave that be too. So when they talk a little bit more, And she tells the girls how, she just once they start dating, okay, that she doesn't want them to be how she is, where she's like a little bit closed off because that's how she was also in her past relationships and whatnot. Okay. Now the older daughter says how well it's hard for them to even look up to her or to look up to their father because, in regard to relationships, because they've never seen either of them in like a relationship. Okay. And they even brought up how like we never even saw y'all married. Okay, we've never seen y'all in any kind of relationship, which to me means even more. You and Jamal were never dating because of your kids have for your kids to say they have never seen y'all dating means y'all never were. Okay, and that whole thing last season was some bullshit, if you ask me. Um, but it says a lot for them to say we've never seen either of y'all in any kind of relationship. Never. And I think the twins, one twin said she don't even remember them being married. Okay, she doesn't have any memory of that. Where I think the oldest one probably has a bit of a memory, but they also said how as they were married for like it was married and it was over. So there's nothing to learn from, grow from, or even take into their young adulthood for them to date. And when Giselle, I didn't know it was this bad. I didn't know. How did you not know? You haven't shown them shit. You know that because you ain't had shit, Giselle. Okay? And that's the thing I think that aggravates me the most. Giselle be worried about everything else except shit that matter. Okay? And then I kind of feel like he tried to say, with Jamal, with their father, there were things that, we didn't talk about. And, excuse me, I didn't talk to him to make things better when we had issues. I'm like, are you trying to blame yourself? And even though that's okay for her to understand that she played part blame in the marriage, if she feel like she didn't, talk to him while he would cheat on her, that's cool, cool, cool. But I'm like, whatever. So she was like, I want y'all to know that, don't be like me. Y'all need to know it's okay to talk about how you feel. And then the one twin said, well, you need to lead by example. Because you don't talk about how you feel, okay? And the other twin then brought up how you're like a vampire, with no feelings. I was like, bitch, she dead inside, bitch. She dead inside. And so Giselle then said, I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better. The older then say it's been a 50-year struggle. I say her girls read her for filth every single time. Mama she been struggling for 50 years. She's a dead vampire. You don't lead by example. You are that's my thing. Giselle is a horrible example to her children because they're telling you we'll have to deal with not knowing what a relationship looks like because you never exposed us to one. Because you ain't been with nobody, daddy ain't been with nobody, our grandparents, no one around us has showed us what love is. That's gonna cause them all kind of bullshit. Stay like 30. But that's Giselle's problem. Now we do see Ashley go to see her little her therapist, okay? Because Ashley wants some sex. Okay, I feel like this whole thing was, when I was pregnant last time, I felt like I was, I couldn't let go of, not being around my kids. This time I'm okay with kind of, stepping outside my comfort zone and hanging out, and letting, I'm not gonna have the kids sometimes, but I feel like I could sometimes lose myself. Okay, and I went to my doctor. I've been kind of cleared to have sex. My doctor told me it would be uncomfortable at this point in time, but when I be trying to initiate sexual things with Michael, he said I'm good. Okay, that he don't have the capacity to want sex right now. And when she asked, "Well, do you think he's being truthful?" And she said, "Well, yeah, I don't think he's lying to me, but I'm saying it's just weird because he just doesn't want it." And she said again, this around this time last time is when he started cheating. Okay, so again, had the baby, was good, and then out the blue, he fucking somebody else. Like, so I don't want that to be what's going on right here. So I just need to figure out what I need to do. And the doctor then said, maybe have some date night, just a little time together. So she went ahead and planned a little date night for them. Um, Went to a little hotel. Okay, at the who was I at? The Watergate Hotel, which we found out Michael used to own. I'm like, when was it back then? Anyway, So she got the hotel, put on some sexy lingerie, had some food delivered. They up there drinking Coronas as they always do. I'm like, girl, it's something. But she was sitting around also telling him how well the trip went okay, even though me and G had some issues and whatnot. He said, "Okay, I'm fine with that. As long as I don't have to be around Candace and her husband Chris." She's like, "Well, Chris did say that he was open to, kind of burying the hatchet." He's like, "What? His wife put a knife on you?" And I'm like, "Well, no, it was a butter knife." But again, I get his point. He was like, "I feel like I don't need to or want to, befriend them. But I already have my. I like wine. Okay, I hang out with wine. Me and wine is great." I'm like, "Why are you up here with your wife who was in lingerie, and you speak about how much you like wine?" I was just like, "I'm gonna leave that be." But it's like I want Michael to stop being such an asshole to where he feel like he don't have to be cordial to Chris and Kim. I'm like, if they want to say let's stop beefing, then fucking stop beefing. Okay, it's just dumb. But she then like got on top of him a little bit and kissed him a little bit, and then they went to the room a little bit, and he was talking about the toilets. And the button on I'm like, why the button on the toilet? Why are you looking at the toilet? It's like weird. And why are you in the bathroom? I don't know. Anyway, I guess they did it. I don't know, but I'm like, she really want to get that man some cooch, and I guess he took the cooch. Okay. Now we then see Wendy at her little photo shoot for her candles. Wendy candles cost $47. Well, 46 plus tax plus shipping. Okay. Now I've said myself, I'm not buying them candles. Okay, it's a one. I just ordered 11 candles from Bath and Body Works, and they were $192 because they was on sale for $15.95. I'm not buying no one wick candle for $46. I can't do that. Not when I know for a fact I can get these great candles from Bath and Body Works. Okay, I need someone else to say, you know what, Wendy candles make your whole house smell like Jesus' bedroom. Okay, then I'll say, okay, maybe I'll buy one and see what it be hitting for. But I'm like, right now, I'm gonna stick with Bath and Body Works. Okay, but while she there with her mama taking photos for the thing, they get on the conversation of how parents in the African culture at times forces their children to, go into professions that they want and not the one the kids want. When he was like, gonna force me to go down this whole path of being, getting my doctorate. The photographer, who happened to be also African, said how he had a degree in engineering, but now he's a photographer. Okay, because his parents want him to do engineering, but now he's doing what he loves. So for the most part, Wendy is like, "Mama, you really forced me to do things for you and not for me." Okay, and you never told me like sorry. And she was kind of saying, "Mama, you was on bullshit raising me." And her mama said, "Good look, okay, I have no regrets of how I raised you. You said raising kids are hard. I'm saying, I what I did was the best for you. And look, you came out great." And I was like, I mean, I get her mama mean that, I did the best I can with you. I did all I knew to do. But I think Wendy's point was, "Mama, I'm not saying that you raised me wrong. What I'm saying is, for a long time, you raised me based on what you wanted and not what I wanted. And I wish you could say sorry for that. Okay, just for that." My mama got mad. I'm not doing this or whatever. I'm upset. No, no, no. I'm going to get an Uber and go home. And she called Uber, put on her shades, and tried to leave. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? But I was like, I mean, the office was cute. The ambiance was cute. But why y'all fussing? And they was fussing back and forth in front of the whole crew of the photo shoot, and to a point to where everyone else like, "Mama, she okay? We all sorry. Don't leave." Her mama's a trip, girl. I want to see her mama sit and have a conversation with Dorothy. Okay, with Mama Dorothy. But I'm gonna leave that be too. Now, lastly, we see Giselle. Giselle goes to her therapist, Dr. Ken. Now, she hasn't seen Dr. Ken in 2 years. So I'm like, is he really your therapist, or is he someone you went, 2 years ago for the show? I'm leave that be. Now, she just brings up how she feel like, the girls told her that she's emotionally unavailable to them. And so, that's hard for her to hear that she has not, she has not helped her girls have an easier time when it comes to relationships. And then she brings up how she also, recently had reconnected with their father. And when he said, "So why did you reconnect with your ex-husband?" I say, honey, that is $1 million question that we all have. What was you doing reconnecting with your mom for what? And she then said, "I wanted to take a leap to get our family back together because Jamal was then looking at me in a way with more respect." Okay. And then when the whole pandemic thing happened and we weren't able to be around each other, it made us want to get close. I was like, "Girl, I don't believe you. I don't. I fully believe Giselle needed a storyline, and I fully believe she knew damn well she had nothing else going on, and Jamal did not either because Jamal barely had to really shoot the show. He just came to town to hang out with his ex-wife and the kids, so it was a win-win for him because he looked like a good father, and she looked like she has a boyfriend, but it was all fake. He can't make us believe that. So he asked her, like, what message you think that you gave your daughters about relationships? And she's like, "You know what? Not a good one. This is horrible." I'm like, "Yes, it is," because everything you've done on the show, off the show, none of it shows them how to be successful in relationships. Not with men, not with women, not with family, because not only are you closed off to to men in your life and other people, you're closed off to them. They're your children. Okay, they're your children, and so that's weird for me. And when he tells her that she just needs to be honest and open about what she be going through. Stop being so closed off. Like, let your walls down, and that's the only way that you can make a change. Because your daughter will remember how they felt around you once they get older, and it's true. And the fact that they're telling you now that you've already fucked them over. Okay, you've already. And I also feel like I'm happy that she went to a therapist, but I feel like you can't go to therapy one time to ask some questions for the show and think you fixed. No, you need to be in some kind of consistent emotional let downer therapy, because if not, you won't change. Because I feel like they've said it to her before, and she just didn't really take it in. And maybe because they're older now, and they're able to say it more clearly to her. Now she feel like, "I fucked up." Yes, you did. You did. And you can start fixing it by just being a better person in general. Okay? Okay. Anyway, that was the whole episode, y'all. It was not much this time, okay? It was a little filler, okay? But again, the season finale comes on next week. I will, of course, be here for that. And we all wish that Juan Dixon was here right now, okay? Juan was in this episode for a split second, okay? For good luck when they was opening the little box invitation to Karen's wedding. That's the only time we seen Juan. Now let's see if Juan comes to Karen and Ray's wedding. Let's see if that happens or not. Okay. But anyway, do not forget to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner. You can also subscribe to my channel by hitting the subscribe button. But other than that, I will talk to y'all later. Gotta go. Peace.